So, is it really possible to build a successful Amazon business by only spending 1 hour per day? In this video, I'll show you the steps and the realistic timeline that I took and that you can expect to follow in order to build a profitable Amazon business. But first, my name is Crescent, and if this is our first time meeting, welcome to my channel. My passion is sharing tips and strategies on how you can create a successful Amazon FBA private label business. So if you enjoy videos like this, or especially if you've been around my channel, consider subscribing. All right, let's get started. First things first. I know you might be skeptical if spending 1 hour per day is possible. So I want to address one issue almost every beginner will encounter, myself included when I first started, and that's spending 10 or more hours a day in the beginning on product research in an attempt to find our first product as quickly as possible. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with spending as much time as you can building your business or reaching your goals. The issue I want to address is managing your expectations so you can avoid the problem many beginners run into when they do spend countless hours per day doing product research. And that's becoming discouraged, frustrated, or even burned out from spending countless hours day after day and not finding a viable product, which ultimately leads to beginners giving up or ignoring the product research criteria and end up investing in a poor product. So this is where time management and scheduling your tasks, especially during the product research phase, by limiting it to only an hour or two each day, can be extremely beneficial so that you can be the most productive and not get overwhelmed, burned out, or discouraged, and actually be more excited the next day to continue. I have a video on this topic here if you'd like to learn more about it. So here's the step-by-step timeline that I took to launch successful products that you can expect to follow to achieve similar results. First up is product research. This is the most important part of the entire Amazon FBA private label business model. If you don't find a good product that meets all of the product research criteria, no matter what you do in the later steps, it will not sell well. Product research requires a lot of time, patience, and diligence, and this is why I call it the great filter. Those that can't make it beyond this phase will not be successful. And like I mentioned earlier, you need to manage your expectations during this phase. Although there have been successful sellers that found products in a few days, realistically, it will take a few weeks to months. Every one of my products took around 2 months to find and to do the required proper research and product tracking to ensure it meets all the criteria for a viable product. So in order to narrow down a short list of viable products to sell, expect to spend 2 to 8 weeks on product research. I have tons of content on my channel on how to do product research, including different product research methods and techniques, and the product research tools that I use to find viable products, which I'll leave links to in the video description below. Now, on week 9, finding and contacting suppliers. This is where you'll need to contact suppliers to get quotes and negotiate for the best prices. You'll most likely be speaking to manufacturers from overseas in China, so communication can be slow due to the time zone difference. This process will take about a week as you fire off emails and wait for replies. You'll want to choose the top 2 or 3 suppliers that you like that have the best communication, response time, and price. I have a video on how to find and contact suppliers here, which also includes a free email contact template that you can use. While you're waiting for replies, there's still plenty of action that you can take. If you haven't already done so during the product research phase, you need to check for any restrictions to selling the product on Amazon. It's vital that you do this early before you've committed or made any payments to your supplier so that you're aware of any issues to selling the product so that you can take care of them right away, or so you know that you're able to sell it at all. This includes making sure the product isn't patented or trademarked. Week 10. Now that you've selected the best manufacturers, you'll want to order some samples so that they can see, touch, and feel the product and make any changes if necessary. This will help you finalize the decision on which supplier to go with. Have the samples shipped by air. This will take about a week. In the meantime, start looking for a designer for your branding, logo, and packaging. You'll also need to find a professional product photographer. You want to make sure you're hiring the best photographer you can afford so they can have the highest quality photos. You really get what you pay for here, so be aware that photos can make or break the success of your product. This process can also take some time, so make sure you start it early. You'll also want to start getting some quotes from freight forwarders for shipping so that you can compare prices with your supplier. Week 11. Now that your samples have arrived, you can choose the best supplier based on the price and quality that they can deliver. Never sacrifice quality for price. Remember, you always want to go premium. Poor quality will lead to bad reviews. Once you've placed your order, it typically takes around 1 to 2 weeks to manufacture, another 1 to 2 weeks to ship, and a week or so for Amazon to process your shipment once it arrives at the Amazon warehouse. This period can be extremely excruciating. Believe me, I know. You've gotten this far and you just want to start selling right away, but there's plenty still to do while you wait. If you haven't already, you need to sign up for an Amazon seller account. Ideally, I recommend signing up earlier during the product research phase for multiple reasons. A, to make sure you're even able to sell on Amazon, and if there are any issues with your account verification, you can take care of them at that time. And B, having an account allows you access to check for any product restrictions and help gauge your Amazon fees. I have a video that goes over this topic here. Once you have a seller account, you can create a new product listing. You'll need to do this so you can generate the required FNSKU barcode labels and create a shipping plan to generate the required shipping labels and send them to your supplier. You also need to put together a product launch strategy, which includes PPC, promotions, and giveaways, and how to get some initial reviews. You'll also want to send a finished product to your photographer once your manufacturing is complete. On to week 15. For the next 2 weeks, you'll be managing your product launch. You'll be monitoring your PPC campaigns and giveaways. Using a launch service like JumpSend will help immensely to hand out coupons for your promotions. So for these 2 weeks, you'll be able to monitor and manage your giveaways to make sure you're meeting the required daily sales velocity to get your listing ranked onto the first page. Reviews play a huge role by providing social proof for your listing, so it helps if you can get a few right away. However, Amazon is taking strict action against those that are gaming the review system with gray or black hat methods, so be careful. Focus on generating sales. The reviews will come. I have a video on how to get reviews nowadays here. Now, week 17. At this point, the bulk of the heavy lifting has been done. If you've done everything correctly and you now have a successful product selling on the first page, you can manage your new Amazon business in about an hour each day. Every morning, I check my sales and profits and enter them into a spreadsheet. I have a video that goes over this here, which includes a spreadsheet that you can download for free. Other activities include replying to customer emails and any issues, which are only a few a day, and optimizing PPC campaigns, which I look at around once or twice a week, and also maintaining inventory levels and reordering when necessary. With the remaining time in your day, you can focus on scaling your business, such as finding your next product. I hope you found this step-by-step time frame helpful and that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It realistically takes 4 to 6 months to launch a new product and typically takes another 2 to 3 months after launching to reach profitability. So be prepared to be non-profitable for the initial months, meaning you'll be spending or losing money during the product launch phase. But once your product is profitable, don't expect that you can start pulling money out and reaping the benefits. In order to grow your new business, you need to reinvest those profits back into your business, and it can be a year or more before you can start pulling any money out. And keep in mind that the time frame that I've laid out definitely isn't set in stone and can vary, but the steps are all the same. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions. Alright, thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And to make sure you never miss a video, click that bell icon to turn on notifications. There's also a link in the description to our community forums, which you should totally join. And if you're looking for more tips and strategy videos, click or tap over here. And as always, thanks for watching.